Hello, welcome to the first video of my LEC Summer 2022 preview. We're going to cover Astralis, the team I have in last place, the team that's been in last place for a while now. I called for them to make some moves, and they did. Not quite the moves that made any sense, though. This team didn't get better. I really don't think it got better. This is a thing. So follow along with this playlist as I go over the next 10 days, going over the teams leading up to the LEC summer split. Astralis finished 10th place last year. Like I said, 3-15. Regionally, they finished 6-12, which was 7th in the region where their academy team played, development team, whatever you want to call it. They made some moves, though. White Knight's gone, Zanzara's gone, and Promiscu are gone. 3 players that I said... well, not even Zanzara, really. I thought White Knight needed to go. I thought Promiscu definitely needed to go. Promiscu had needed to go for a long time. There were available players. I mentioned Advian. I couldn't tell you how many times, and they never did anything about it. So, to answer this, they bring in Vizicachi for top lane. Yes, the Vizicachi from years ago. He's like 29 years old. This is not a good move. Jungle, Xerxes comes back from the LCS. So what they're doing is trying to build a Worlds team from years past and hoping for the best. This is not the move by having Vizicachi, Xerxes, and Kabe together. And then they bring in Zhang Hun from the LCK, Fred at Brion. He didn't play at all in spring. He was teamless, according to Wikipedia. And this is really not great. I'm not too happy about this. I'm not a fan of Astralis. I don't have anything against Astralis, except that I think that they're an organization that doesn't spend money, or if they are actually spending money, are doing an awful job at it. Maybe the worst job of any of the 4 major regions at what they're doing. This is awful. So, Vizicachi, 2.69, 761 in the LFL. I mean, if you watch the LFL, I know it's a competitive league. A lot of people watch it, but it is not the LEC. And if you're not putting up 8 CS per minute in an academy league, I don't know how you're expected to lane against good LEC top laners. 761, 66.5, a very heavy KP for a top laner. Gets into a lot of fights. The team fought around Vizicachi in the LFL, so I give him credit for that. He fights 20.7 KS, 21.8 gold share, played 9 champions in 18 games. I don't think he's any better than White Knight. I think White Knight this is a lateral move. This is lateral beyond belief. Carlson in the academy team. Carlson is on Astralis Talent. 715 CS per minute is awful. That is very bad. 49 KP especially. So he's a split. He's a split pusher, 49%, but CS 7.15. What is going on? 18% KS because he doesn't really fight. 9 champions in 18 games. They should have looked for somebody else. Even out of solo queue. Maybe this kid's young. I guess I should be a little bit more fair. It's been 1 split. Maybe that was his first split. I didn't really look into that. If it is, hopefully you improve in summer. Bar is set pretty low. Jungle, Xerxes. Xerxes probably the best player on the team. He replaces Zanzara, who is the best player on the team. So once again, Jungle is the strongest player on this roster. Xerxes played a few different champions with Immortals in the LCS. Struggling in the end. 2.21, 566, 64.6% KP. He does not fight as much as Zanzara. I think we went over this in a news and notes when this happened, and they signed Xerxes. He is not Zanzara. He plays a little more selfishly. 21.5, 18.9. He's kind of like that third guy. He facilitates, but not as much. He's in between, really not committing one way or the other. Played 9 champions in 17 games. Taxer with Astralis Talent. Did not farm that well, just slightly over 5. 67.3, so he's not getting into many fights to offset that. Anywhere above 70% would be nice if a player has under 5.5 CS per minute, in my opinion. 16.3% kill share, which is good. He's not taking kills. Gold share 18.2 makes sense given he's not farming, he's not getting kills. Actually, I'd argue, I'm surprised it's not lower. But when Carlson isn't farming very well either in top lane, kind of makes sense. This Astralis talent doesn't even look good. Nobody's even doing very well at the academy level. Mid, Dajor. Dajor, I think he was a rookie. I'm pretty sure he was a rookie this past split, so we'll see how he does in summer. But first impressions, I wasn't a big fan. I didn't think he did all that much. He was worse than Reeker, but I think Reeker, it drew more attention because he was on Mad Lions and they're coming off of such great performances in 2021 that he had a shorter leash and the players around him were really good, so they needed to make a change. Where Dajor wasn't probably as good as Reeker, in my opinion. 8 CS per minute, 61.9 KP, so not really getting into many fights at 61.9%. Usually you see players up near 70. We just went over my news and notes today, a bunch of mid laners in the LPL, LDL, which have high CS per minutes and also get into a lot of fights. Where this guy does neither. 23.3 secondary kill share numbers, 21.9% gold share. Makes sense. He gets some kills but doesn't get the farm. 7 in 18 games. Krez, or Trez. Now, this is something that I'm talking about. So, this guy, 7.92 CS per minute. That is lower than the minimum. 8 is the minimum. But he plays to fight, 75% KP. So, I mean, the farming needs to get better, but he has the right mindset of trying to facilitate if he can't get ahead in lane. 30.7% kill share. He was the secondary carry on this team outright behind Chrisberg. 22.9% gold share. Played 10 champions in 18 games. Maybe dropped down that champion pool a little bit. In 18 games, he probably should only be playing like, I would say 7 or so. And bring up that CS per minute. I think this guy probably is the best player on their team, development team. Bot lane, Kabe. We know who Kabe is. He's been around for a minute. This is a veteran on this team. 361, 964. I mean, he's a bottom half 80 carry in the LEC, but is he still solid? Yes. 63.7 KP, 28.4% kill share. I mean, he's a carry. Is he the most carry-oriented 80 carry in the LEC? No. But can he play weak side probably and not lose you the game? Yes. However, unfortunately, Vizicachi, based on his numbers, should be playing weak side going into this split. 25% gold share. Those are carry numbers, getting 1/4 of the gold. Played 7 champions in 18 games. Chrisberg, 921. You'd like that up near 9.5 in an academy league if you want to move up. Laning wise, 67.7, gets into fights. 32.3% kill share and 25.2% gold share. So he does hard carry for this team with Trez or Krez. Those two are bust for Astralis talent. The other 3 roles really leaving a lot to be desired. Zhang-Hoon, this is a confusing pick for me. You got a guy from the LCK, so you got a Korean support, but he was on the Challenger team, and Fred Brian, I mean, is kind of, they're kind of a middling team. And his numbers don't scream anything. I mean, he didn't really get in that many fights in the Challenger Series in 2021. 61.4% in summer. That's very low, especially for a support. You'd like them to be roaming, making things happen. I didn't look at his 80 carry from 2021 to maybe look at did their 80 carry move, was he attached at the hip? We'll see how Kabe does with him. Kabe being a veteran, has been around the block. Promise Q set a very low bar, so maybe this helps the squad. Played 11 champions in 20 games, comes with the Champion Ocean. You might want to back that one off because, you're in the LEC. The LEC is better than the LCK Challenger League. You have to, come with your A game. And Kiba in the talent roster played 11 champions himself last year in 18 games in EU Masters, actually, in 2021. Didn't play in spring. 1.79 KDA, 65.5% KP, so not overly all over the place either. I mean, this team, honest to God, this team is so uninspiring. I really, really think this team stinks. If you're an Astralis fan, I don't know why you are. I'd be upset. I'd be upset. This is awful. This is not good. Obviously, if they, for some reason, went to Worlds or something, I would look like an asshole. But I'll be honest with you, I doubt many people think this team's going to win more than a handful of games. I'm going to be shocked if this team makes the playoffs. This is not good. So comment down below. What do you think of Astralis? What do you think of these moves? If you watch EU Masters, what is your opinion of Vizicachi? Do you think Vizicachi's an upgrade over White Knight? I really think it's a lateral move. I think support really isn't that much upgraded. Isn't all that upgraded. I don't think jungle upgraded at all. I think it was just a weird move to change the way the team is oriented. But Zanzra, I mean, Xerxes slightly younger, but Zanzra wasn't the problem. So, like the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for daily LEC videos. Watch my LCS videos that also are coming out as we speak. The LCS video will come out later today for that. And various other videos. I have multiple videos going out every day for the foreseeable future until we really get rolling with our 4 regions cruising along. So, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you come back for more content.